Namaskar. Today I'd like to talk about how to slow down the retardation of our mental faculties. You know, the body and mind is a biopsychological machine. And like any machine, it starts to wear down with time. So the best ages to do meditation are from the ages of 16 to 49. And the second best periods are from 5 to 16 or from 49 to 69. And after 69, the organs have become distorted or weak, and it's very hard for meditation to be done well. So that's why in Sanskrit, the word for body is tanu up until the age of 39, because the body is growing and it's quite active all the time. And from 39 onwards, it's called sharira. It means it begins to contract. So up to the age of 39, there's a lot of physical activity. And from 39, the body starts to slow down, but the mind continues to develop and evolve. And from 50, there's a slight deterioration of our mental abilities. And from 60, there's further deterioration of our mental abilities. But of course, having said that, it's not the case for everybody. There are some people that live well into their elder age without showing any signs of degeneration of their mental faculties. But today, even though we've advanced in so many levels, even in health levels, there's more and more incidences of Alzheimer's disease, and a lot of it is related to our lifestyle. So all the things we teach in this channel regarding the meditation and the yoga postures, the asanas, they really boost up the proper functioning of our biopsychological machine. So things like consumption of alcohol or tobacco, saturated fats in our diet, these things will definitely affect our brain function and possibly bring on these types of brain diseases, which are more common than before. So what are the things that we can do? You know, there's a story I'd like to share in the ancient texts of Indian text about a young boy, Dhruva. Dhruva was 5 years old, and he started to meditate at that time. And one of the gods, Narayana, approached Dhruva and said, "You're such a young boy, and why are you meditating at such an early age? You should be playing with all of your friends." And Dhruva said, "You know, you never know when we are going to leave this body. It is a very precious form we have, and so we should utilize this precious form to do meditation from the early age." And our association, we teach meditation to the children from that age when they are able to grasp this very simple concept of love. So there are certain things that we can do in our channel, the practice of the asanas. Certain asanas are inverted poses. There's the shoulder stand, and there's the plow, there's the consciousness pose, the fish pose. They are inverted poses, so they bring the blood with the oxygen into the brain. So it very much improves our brain ability. And the hare pose also is a downward, the head is down, and it brings blood and oxygen to the brain. Then certain dietary foods are very helpful. Although, you know, the vegetarian diet is the ideal, there are even some other foods such as dark green leafy vegetables, which have a high amount of chlorophyll in them, and that makes them the green color. And so those foods, which are dark green and leafy vegetables, they enable a quick production of lymph. And the yogis say that lymph is a food of the brain, so it's very helpful for brain function. There are certain nuts and seeds, such as the chia seed or the hemp seed. They have a lot of omega-3s, flax seed, and the omega-3 vitamins are very helpful for brain boosting. And you know, the walnut, it looks actually like a brain. It's shaped like a brain. And there are over 300 neurotransmitters that the walnut produces that help our brain to fire in a better way. So then there are cross-lateral exercises. Cross-letter exercises, you may have seen the baby when it's crawling. It crosses the midpoint of the body with its arms, as it moves. And this helps it to develop this coordination between the right brain and the left brain. So the scientists say that the brain is like a muscle, and the more we use it, the better it functions. And this cross-letter exercise, it's a type of improvement of our physical coordination. And physical coordination always precedes the mental coordination. So some cross-lateral exercises that we have learned in our channel is the Kaushiki dance. So your arms are moving in one way and your legs are moving opposite direction. And this is an example. And the Tandava dance for the men, where we're jumping and the legs are going like this. They're cross-lateral exercises. And actually, Tandava is the only exercise, the only dance which exercises the brain, because it stimulates and activates the pituitary gland and the pineal gland. So these are two excellent dances that will also improve our brain function. I want to mention about foods also that, our brains are 70% fat. So certain healthy fats are not at all bad for us. It's the unhealthy fats, especially in the meat, fish, eggs, that are not good for our brain function. But the healthy fats, especially from vegetable origin, latest research shows that the medium triglycerides in coconut oil are very good for our brain function. So certain fats are good for us. And other types of cross-lateral exercises, wherever we're moving the opposite part, the body to the opposite side, are very useful. And also, we know one of the disciples, he asked the master, how can we improve our brain function? And then the master gave 3 simple replies. He said, first of all, memorizing something, keeping the brain agile and young with some type of activity where we're memorizing something, especially a new language, is a very good thing to do. And then not lying down, the erect posture. Erect posture is so important for our meditation and concentration, and in general for brain function. And third, walking barefoot on the grass. So these are some ideas that we could also incorporate in our daily lifestyle. So a healthy lifestyle with the practices we learn in this channel, certain types of brain boosting foods, and cross-lateral exercises are wonderful ways to keep our brains young and agile well into our elder age. So if you have any other ideas, share them in the comments and let us all learn from our collective wisdom. Thank you. Namaskar.